Hello, and welcome back to Laying It Out. I am Chelsea Pockets.
And I'm Scotty Dempsey.
And we have another D&D episode prepared for you today. I'm very excited. Scotty and I ventured out onto the West Coast and went out to LeiOut and Throwback, respectively. And we experienced some rainy California Ultimate. And because we went to another party tournament, we have to do another D&D episode. If you are watching on YouTube or any other video form, you'll see we have a few guests with us. We have Matt, who is returning from the last D&D episode.
Hi, everyone. Happy to be back.
We have Sponge, who has been on a few episodes before.
Hello, my name's Sponge.
We have Lina of Jug Handle fame and also designer of the Croc Girls summer uniforms.
Regular listener, big fan of the pod.
And then we also have Alex, aka Big Cat, who will be our DM for the evening.
Hey everyone, thanks for having me on.
Yes, thank you all for joining. I will pass it off to our DM for a little explanation of how this game will work.
Sure, so we're playing a little short form RPG based on a game called Lasers and Feelings. It's just kind of like a very simple version of other RPGs out there. It's just going to be a little more chaotic, a little more silly. And because it's Ultimate, it's not going to be lasers and feelings. It's going to be chilly. It's going to be vibes because that's what we do. We're playing at tournaments. So without further ado, I think we can get into it.
Woo.
Woo.
Shall we pick our chillier vibe numbers?
Yes, the only stat for this system is you have one number. The higher your number, between 2 and 5, that's how chilly you are. Say you're more analytical, you're more precise, and the lower your number, that's more vibey you are. You're more relaxed, you're more passionate, you're more charismatic. So we're going to go through everyone right now, and everyone's going to pick their number, and that's going to be the only stat they're going to need for this game.
Do we want to roll for order? That's how D&D works, I think.
Sure, you can roll for initiative if you would like.
Hit roll for me. I can't
I got
reach
3.
Wait, are we busting out D20s with this, or are we rolling for initiative with the 6?
She rolled a
Do
1.
that too. I can get a higher number that way.
I rolled a 6 out of 6.
I also rolled a 6 out of 6.
Whoa!
It's the real
Oh,
dice.
I rolled a 3.
I got a 1.
I also rolled a 3.
Roll off.
All right.
Sponge, we're going again. Ooh, 6 that time.
Roll again.
2.
All right, so
6.
God damn it.
Damn.
so that's 6 on the reroll. So it's you won the tiebreaker.
It's
So we're gonna
between
go-
Matt and Scotty.
Yeah, so I rolled higher than Scotty on the tiebreaker.
So Matt
So
goes
order-
first, then Scotty. Lina and Sponge rolled the same number again, so roll again.
4.
5.
All right,
All right.
so then Sponge, then Lina, then Pockets last.
All right.
Okay.
Matt, what is your number?
Matt,
Your chilly
what is your
vibes?
We'll go 4. Sounds like a good one.
Right. So if I want to go for whichever one's like more analytical, so I guess that's chilly. That's gonna be low.
It's going to be a
So-
higher number.
No, it's higher.
Higher. Okay.
Yeah.
They got mixed up. We're gonna go 5.
All right. Very analytical. Sponge.
I'm gonna go 3.
Ooh,
3.
That was,
All
yeah,
right.
I was feeling the 3 as well.
Lina also a 3.
Mhm.
I was going to go 2.
Awesome.
2. All right. You got
We
a
have
nice,
the whole-
we got
we
a
have the
nice
whole
spread
range.
here. I like it. So, as we all know, LeiOut this year, at least the first day, was an unmitigated washout. So you played your first 2 games, halfway through your 3rd game, everyone looks at each other, fuck this, and you bail out of the fields. You trudge, you take your gear, you back to the cars, you go all the way back to your hotel room, sopping wet, wind beaten. You are so glad to be back in your hotel. Everyone is slumping back down into the couch, onto the beds, flopping onto the floor, any firm, dry surface. anything to get away from the wet sand. And you're all there, and one of your teammates from the floor says, "Hey, can someone open the cooler and pass me a beer? I really need a drink right now."
All right,
Sure.
Matt goes first. Or can we go in any order? Does that
No,
matter?
there's no order. Yeah, there's no order. You can go.
Do we
as-
declare like, yes, I can, and then roll, or do we just roll to figure out if we can do it?
I'll tell you when you need to roll.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pass him a beer and I'm gonna grab myself one.
For sure. Yeah, you go to reach for the cooler, and it's not behind you. You wonder if someone else may have grabbed it.
Do I check the room for the cooler?
Roll for chili.
Rolling for chili.
I got a 2.
You got a 2.
Uh-oh.
So that is good. You want to roll under your number. So a success, you don't see it in your room. And your teammate's like, "What are you waiting for? Like, let's start drinking."
Can I check the bathroom to see if somebody turned the bathtub into like an icy kind of cooler situation?
Yeah, roll for chili.
I rolled a 6.
Uh-oh.
I'm the least chilly person in this room right now.
You go into the bathroom, and before you can pull back the curtain to look into the bathtub, you realize you haven't gone to the bathroom since you left the fields, and that toilet is calling you.
Okay. I use the bathroom.
So after realizing, you look amongst yourselves. None of you grabbed it from the fields,
Oh no.
Oh,
and you check with your other teammates. "Hey, did anyone grab the cooler?" And everyone says, "No, I thought you had it."
Oh no.
Going throughout each one of your teammates, you realize that none of them grabbed the cooler. You hadn't been drinking all day because of the rain, so it's still very full.
oh God.
I do a poll around the room. I see if anyone is sober enough to drive.
The
Are
answer
the
is
fields that far away?
They're like a 7-minute drive.
Okay.
you know that your teammate who rented the car with the keys, they have their own room, and they have locked themselves in, and they are passed out.
Can I slide into the DMs of the LeiOut Twitter and see if they can get the cooler to us?
You can roll for vibes.
I think they have the vibes.
They were also very unresponsive.
It's a 5.
You get someone to respond. You Twitter DM LeiOut account responds to you and says, "Sure, we can take a look tomorrow morning."
Boo, bad
Yes.
vibes.
Yeah, we need the cooler now.
You need your cooler now. And it is at that point you realize you have to go back out into the storm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have a logistics question. When you say it's a 7-minute drive, is that like 7 minutes California drive? Because like in New York, you could walk a 7-minute drive quicker than you could drive it most of the time.
I was the one driving. We'll break the story here. It was like a very easy 7-minute drive in my Chevy Tahoe.
Oh!
Which
I need to
means
get
a very long
sponsored by
distance.
Tahoe.
Could we call an Uber perhaps?
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna
that's
call
probably
an Uber, yeah.
Oh,
the
nice.
smartest.
I would like to call an Uber.
Sure, you call an Uber, and they are all boarded up for the evening. I'm sorry to say.
Oh no.
Even the
Really?
Ubers are asleep.
Yeah, unfortunately,
You
that's
call an Uber and it's in New York.
a bit of railroading. That's not how this narrative is going to go.
Oh no.
All right. I gather up the drying materials that have been hanging in the bathroom probably. I throw them at the people they belong to. I pick how many of there are? There's 5 of us. I pick 5 people, all the people in this room, to come on and go outside and walk back to the beach.
I grabbed 5 garbage bags.
Yeah, I was going to ask, you're
At
each
this
allowed.
point, we're definitely swimming back to the beach.
You're each allowed one thing to bring with you. What do you choose?
Ooh.
Garbage bag.
Do we need
I'm
a
bringing my
flashlight?
fishing vest.
Could I bring a garbage bag for everyone? Because
Sure.
they're not that heavy.
Yeah.
I'll bring 5 garbage bags.
Okay.
I'll bring a flashlight.
Actually, 6. 1 for the cooler.
I'm gonna bring my my swimming goggles.
Okay.
I will bring. What do I need? Can I bring like a life vest?
You know what? You look outside and they're doing boat rentals at the hotel. Obviously not right now, but you go and they're just like, yeah, they got some life vests there. You can take one.
I'm gonna thieve one. Yeah,
All right.
just in case. You never know.
Of course. So, begrudgingly, you take a deep breath, you steel yourself, you open the door to the wind and the rain to venture back out toward the beach to retrieve the beer that you left there in a desperate attempt to not leave this night ruined.
All right.
The day's just started, actually. By the
Does
time
anyone
we
remember
went
what
home.
field we were on?
No, we were by the beer garden on the first day.
Okay.
Do we know where we're going?
We're going to the beach.
Oh,
So
okay.
to put it in perspective, our hotel, you cross the road, get on a highway, and then go down 7 minutes, and then you're there. So I guess
It's an easy walk, like directionally.
directionally it's an easy walk. So I guess the first obstacle is crossing the road. So
I have the flashlight. I can walk out into the middle of the road and try to like direct traffic to stop.
Love it.
Sure. You can roll for chili for that. And again, you can help. Other people can help you. You can argue that you might be trained in it, or you might be, prepared for it in some way. If you want,
I don't think I was prepared. Putting myself in the context of the story, I'm assuming that we're still pretty drunk. I rolled a 6, so I hope that means I don't get hit by a car, but that's kind of all I could really hope for in this scenario.
I'm hoping we're wearing enough neon that we won't get hit by a car because
That's why I brought the life vest.
the theme of layout.
Well, when you're rolling for chili, a 6 is not what you want. You want to roll low. So you walk out into traffic, blaring your flashlight at the windshields of the cars coming onto you, and they are not stopping. What do you do? Standing in the street, guys coming for you.
Dodge.
Like, in real life, I would get out of the street for the show, for the listeners of laying it out. I'm gonna play Frogger.
Okay. You can roll for chili. This is definitely going to be something you're acting under pressure. If someone wants to help them out in some way, they can. Someone can argue how they might help this person.
I would say I'm very prepared for this because I grew up playing a lot of video games, so my perception of like when a car is coming at me is probably better than someone who didn't grow up playing Frogger.
I have a tough time seeing how anyone could aid him in crossing the street by also not crossing the street.
I have an idea.
Can we all play Frogger?
Well, I'm gonna ask. My preparedness is that I'm an incredibly anxious person in general, so I'm just yelling at him directions when to move because I'm just so worried about the cars moving in his direction.
I feel like that's not helpful though.
You know what? Let's let the dice decide. Pockets, I want you to roll for that. You can roll for chili to see how well you're helping Matt.
I rolled a 5.
Roll the 5. These are terrible directions.
No.
Matt, you can roll 2 dice. Tell me what you get.
Okay, I rolled the first one and it was a 5.
Okay, not good.
Second one didn't count because it fell off the laptop. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
2 5s. This is just
I'm sorry to say that you get hit by a car.
Oh no!
You see Matt go out into the street with his flashlight, try to flag down, make it an easier time to cross, and then it's like he's not even there. They don't even pay attention to him. You get clipped by a car and kicked back toward the curb, and you're pretty banged up.
but alive.
Alive as of yet, yes.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if I should like step out and let you all finish recording the podcast. My character.
You died.
We're not going to kill you yet.
Not
Dang.
yet.
How are we going to cross the street?
What
Someone has to
item
carry
do
me
you
now.
I have swimming goggles.
I'm gonna hold my garbage bag up like a big. So hopefully it's windy and it's gonna be gusting. People will see it when I'm crossing the street, so I won't have what happened to Matt happen to me.
Okay. As you're collecting your garbage bag together, you are all waiting on the corner, and perpendicular to you, going parallel to the street, a big group kind of sort of meets you at the same corner.
Nice.
And in a cloud, a haze of neon and glitter and just wet, sweaty, you see a bunch of Ultimate players, but they're not going the same way you are. They kind of like encapsulate you and kind of like you kind of mesh within their group, and they look at you and goes, "Hey, you guys, are you going to the party? You should come to the party. It's going to be awesome." And as the light turns, you can't escape the throng of this mass of sweaty, glitter-infested Ultimate players who are so attractive. You look into their eyes,
Oh no!
the midriffs exposed. It's tough to get out of this. What do you do?
I immediately try to turn them off by asking if they've heard of my podcast.
Ooh, meta.
I'm going to say roll vibes to harsh the vibe.
All right, roll.
Someone can assist her if they'd like.
I'll assist because
That's really harsh.
Oh yes, okay, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you can roll two dice.
Oh, 2 dice?
I already rolled a 6.
There you go.
Yeah.
roll another one because I'm assisting.
Okay,
Oh,
just one more.
6.
Intimidating success. You immediately say to them, "Oh, have you? What do you say to them?"
You might know me. I'm Chelsea Podcast. I have a podcast.
Yeah, they look at you, they look at Scotty, and they're like, "Yeah, that's cool," or whatever, and they start to distance yourself away. How the rest of you get out?
Do you want a sticker?
You and Scotty able to escape because you have sufficiently harsh the vibe. How do the rest of you get out?
I see that worked for them, and I am like hobbling back to my feet and ignoring the fact that I might need to go to the hospital. I say, I also host a podcast. It's about environmental news. Hopefully they're also equally turned off by me.
All right, you can also roll for vibes.
3.
What is your number?
It was 5, I think. Or
5.
4. It was 4. It was 4. Scotty was 4.
All right, yeah, it's a success. Again, not as I started to say uncool as a Frisbee podcast, but sufficiently, like, they're like pretty disinterested and they're kind of like ambivalent to like, yeah, that's fine, I guess. And they start trying to, you're able to slip past like after averting their attention. Sponge, Lina, you're still in. How do you get out?
Gotta save them.
I think
I use my connection to the host to make myself equally as unattractive to the group of people.
All right, what do you say?
I'm like, yeah, and you know what? This podcast host is my girlfriend.
All right, roll for feelings. Roll 1 die. You can roll 2. So you're getting assist from pockets.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
You were
What's
a
your
3,
number?
right?
Yes.
You were. He was a 3.
All right, so you get if you hit your number, you get what's called chill vibes. So it's you. So you have a mixed success right now. But you can also ask me a question about the situation, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability.
I think you should ask if your mustache helps or hurts.
Well, does it?
Some people seem like they might be into it. Not everyone, but like you can get some takers.
Frisbee people for sure.
Yeah.
No, you don't want them to want you. You need to escape.
Oh, that's true.
But to that extent, you do kind of like align yourself with pockets, and that is enough to get you out of the throng. You can kind of like
Awesome.
they look at her and be like, "Yeah, you guys are great together," and then.
Yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
I think I'm going to hope that my garbage bag covered body is as unappealing to these scantily clad frisbee people. And I think I'll mention briefly that I'm from New Jersey. And then I'm
little cherry on top.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll for vibes.
It's a 4.
And what is your number?
3.
You're a 3. All right, that's a success. They're all scantily clad in neon and glitter, and they see your garbage bag, and they're like, the rest of you have gotten out of there, and you're clearly the odd person out in this group now, and be like, well, we'll meet you there. And then they cross the street the opposite direction just in time for the light to turn. So as you escape this cloud of sweaty glitter, you see that the street ahead of you is clear, and you can make your way across.
I Naruto
run across the
street.
I walk slowly.
No roll to cross a red lit street, thankfully.
Okay.
I'm going to carefully just walk, Someone's already been hit by a car today.
Yeah, I am now terrified of crossing the street, and I need to look both ways like 3 times.
Fair enough.
But now we're on the other side of the street.
You
Question mark.
on the other side of the street, and this was the one big main road you needed to cross. The rest are side streets and more local avenues. So you have a pretty easy time getting yourself down toward the beach.
Yeah, I guess we start walking in that direction on the sidewalk, making sure not to touch the road at all.
Not to let Matt near any cars.
Yeah.
Do we see anyone else out there on the beach, or is it pretty empty?
The beach is pretty empty. Ooh, I meant to say, after you had escaped this party people going to the tournament party, you noticed they had left behind 2 things. One is a very ornate looking vape that is like carved in like eldritch runes and is like has a little hum to it. And then the other is a wristband that says Janauri. It's really strange. Like, it's in January, but like, how could they mess that up? Anyway, you have this wristband, and again, it has like a little glow to it. You sense that there's something more to this, and when you take a pull off of the vape, you release this unnaturally dense and thick cloud of vapor that would like lingers in the air to like a certain extent, creating this like smoke screen. And then whoever would like to can put on the Janauri, that's it, bracelet, and you can kind of like throw your hand as a sort of like telekinetic grab. Very interesting.
Ooh.
Would anyone want the vape?
Yeah, I want to hit the vape.
All right. Scotty and Sponge can share the vape. I know they're vape lords over there. All right. Out of the remaining 3, who wants the wristband?
Do we want to roll for it?
Yeah, let's roll.
Here.
Whoever gets highest gets it.
I got 5.
I got a 2.
I got a 6.
6.
Oh!
All right, I take the wristband. I'm wearing my fishing vest, and I put it in my fishing vest and zip the pocket up for safekeeping.
Can you put the wristband on and like telescope your hand out to go grab the cooler?
Does it go 7 miles or whatever it is? Here, I'll put the wristband
7
on.
miles? How long is this beach?
That was 7 minutes.
It was 7 minutes. It was 7 miles.
I thought we were at the beach at this point.
We crossed the road.
You cross
we still
the road
have to walk
and
down the sidewalk.
Oh.
Yeah,
We're
so
technically
you're
at the
down.
beach. We're not at the tournament beach.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I put the wristband on and I see how far it can reach with its.
It goes about 30 feet before
30
it like
feet. All right.
dissipates into heat.
30.
So we'll hold on to that. We got 30 feet.
It's more like a tool, like for digging it out somewhere if it's stuck. I feel, rather than like actually like seeking it out.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we'll hold on to that. It's in my fishing vest pocket. Do you two want to hit your vape?
I don't think we need to yet. I think it'll come in handy when we need to cross the street again. We can then block all the car.
What's more obscure? It's another extra.
Yeah, wait. I want to start walking closer to the fields where our cooler was.
Yeah, I want to look at the cooler.
You get down to, again, easily enough to get down to the edge of the city where the beach meets the asphalt. And as you get there, like you said, you're at the beach, but you're not at the tournament beach. So then you have to then make your way toward where you were playing your games. And the beach is not like you remembered it. It's kind of this like wasteland of tumbling umbrellas and shade tents and chairs and just like debris everywhere. And you're like, this is not how I remember it.
Oh, perhaps a storm rolled through.
Yes. That's why we left. Do we look out and see any numbers remaining, or have all the numbers disappeared from the field markings?
Ooh, good question.
There are some numbers, but a lot of them have blown away.
Notably, 69 is gone.
69 suspiciously missing. Must have blown away in the wind, I suppose.
Must have. All right, team. Do we remember what number we were on? Can I ask that to the?
Yeah, you remember. That's easy enough. It was only a couple hours ago. What number were you on?
68. Which makes it all the harder. Yeah, were we on 68?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think we should start searching through the debris, like to see if we could find any sign of where the cooler may be?
Yeah. The 60s and further, we're further down the beach. So I guess we can start walking down in that direction, and we come across our first bit of debris and do a little bit of a scavenger, see if we can find anything helpful.
For sure. You can roll for chili, and because Sponge, you are helping, you can roll 2 dice.
All right, let's roll 2.
I'm just going to keep an eye out and make sure no debris.
A 2 and a 4.
A 2 and a 4. What is your number?
I'm a 2. He's a 3.
Oh, so
You're a 3, so you get a mixed success. You find some stuff. You find a field sign hidden underneath like a broken down shade tent, and it says 5, meaning you have a little bit of a ways to go. And as you're kind of like sifting throughout the wreckage, you hear some like whistling and some call and response whistling.
Spooky. Well,
I would like to whistle back at them, like.
Okay.
I think that qualifies it as expert material.
I would not say you're an expert in this, sorry, but you can roll for vibes.
Okay, will do.
Whistle through the vape.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. That's a success. You kind of match the tone and the cadence that the whistles are coming from, and you can see that it seems like they're responding to the way you're whistling. You don't know what that means, but like they're responding.
Can we tell if this is a human or a bird? Like, is this a bird whistling back at us?
Roll for chili. Are you like adept in ornithology in any way?
I used to work at a zoo for 2 summers.
2 dice.
Let's go.
let's go.
All right, I rolled a 2 and a 5.
2 and a 5. What's your number?
4.
4. All right, mixed success. This doesn't sound like a bird.
Cool.
Does it sound like code or like Morse code or something like that?
Roll for chili.
Yeah, I don't know Morse code, but I know
Dits and das.
that's my number.
All right, that's a success, and you can ask me a question about with the situation. Hopefully, I can answer you.
Valuable.
Can we see where this is coming from?
Let's start with the answer to what you were saying. It is some sort of code, some sort of signal, and you are looking around and you see some movement, and just as you see that, you point it out and you hear, "Where do you think you're going, Daddy-O?"
Do I recognize the voice?
You do not recognize the
Oh,
voice.
dang.
Emerging from the rubble.
Immediately hit the vape to try to disappear into a cloud of smoke.
Sure. Roll chili, and I'll narrate what this person is saying. They're saying, "Listen, you think you can just come on here and take our fields? I don't think so, cool cat."
I rolled a 5, which is my number.
5 is your number. That's a mixed success, and you can ask me a question about the situation. So you sufficiently cloud where you are with the vape and hide yourself. What would you like to know?
What would I like to know?
She disappeared like Batman.
On vengeance.
I would like to know if I can split up from the group and go try to find the cooler while they handle whatever spooky guy is going on.
This isn't a roll to do that. You have to roll separately. This is just like information. You feel like that'd be a dick move, though.
Okay.
Yeah, don't split the
Party
party.
stays together.
Okay.
Ask about the guy. Ask about the guy that is talking to us.
And ask who Daddy-O is. And so, which of
You
us is
see-
Daddy-O?
Who is he
Merging.
referring to as Daddy-O? Yeah, who is the guy?
I'm going to describe him right now. You see emerging from the rubble. You see a guy with slicked back, greased down hair, a studded, chained leather jacket, and he says to you, "You think you can just come in here and take our fields, huh? This is our turf." And you can see on a patch on his breast it says throwback.
Oh. We ended up at the wrong field.
The twist.
And then he whistles again, and you see 3 other of these greaser types emerge from the rubble, surrounding you on all sides. What do you do?
I take my telekinetic John Rary brace or whatever the fuck, and I try and rip the throwback patch off of his vest.
Whoa.
Okay, roll for chili. And you can do it with 2 dice because you're using the wristband to do so.
So
right.
first I rolled a 3, and I rolled another 3.
And what's your number?
2.
You miss completely, and you actually, as part of it, you kind of throw your hand, and you didn't really securely fashion the wristband, so the wristband.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oof.
The rest of you, what do? You're surrounded.
Hey, we're all friends here. We all just want to get out of the storm as quickly as possible. There's no beef here. You can have the turf. We're at the wrong fields anyway.
Okay, roll for vibes. If anyone wants to say something to help her.
I offer them a beer in exchange for them helping us find the cooler.
We don't. Oh,
So like a future
Eventually.
beer.
Yeah.
we don't have to.
Okay. Scotty, I'm going to have you roll first.
Okay. I get 1
Roll for
dice.
vibes.
1.
They don't take it. What?
Okay. Cool. 3. That's my number.
Yeah, so you get chill vibes. They kind of, what do you say to them? You said,
I said we don't want the fields. we want to get out of the rain as quickly as possible. So you guys can have the fields. We're going somewhere else because we need to get to 68. We're at field 5.
He kind of looks at it, mulls it over, and says, "All right, but you're passing through our turf, see? That's gonna cost you."
Well, you guys look a little cold in those leather vests. I could offer you some garbage bags.
That's gonna be definitely another roll.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see a roll for vibes.
That's my number. 3.
All right, mixed success. I would say one of them in the back is like, "I'm actually kind of cold and a little wet." Steps up and goes in, takes a garbage bag from you. You can also hit your number, so you can ask a question about the situation.
Ask who Daddy-O is.
Is there anyone else on the beach, or just these folk? Can I point them? Can I see anyone else that I can maybe direct their attention towards that are also on their turf?
It's just you and these throwback raiders. So one, you're still surrounded by these greaser types, albeit a little less threateningly, with one now in a garbage bag. But he seemed that one seems a little more softer to your presence. But overall, this is still a threatening situation. And the leader pulls out a switchblade comb, flicks it open, combs back his hair, and says, "Get him, boys!" And they all jump to attack you. What do you do?
Oh.
Okay, so I say wait. I have more protection against the rain, and I pull out my goggles, and I start to walk slowly towards them. But as I'm walking towards them, I'm actually approaching the bracelet on the ground. And as I'm preparing to trade over the goggles, I quickly go over, grab the bracelet, and prepare to go for another attack.
This is such a long action.
All right. So what you're gonna do is kind of feint, and then I reach for the bracelet. So I'm gonna say that's acting under pressure. Make a chili roll.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
That's great. You kind of have to again, mixed success. You kind of have to take a brunt of the hit, but you're able to guard yourself, and in that you grab the bracelet and roll away. You now have possession of the bracelet.
Okay. So wait, I just to clarify, I have to take a hit of the vape in order to make the power of the bracelet engage, correct?
No, they're independent of each other.
Separate items.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyone else want to do something? These guys are pouncing on you.
But we could hit the vape and blow it at them, so that way then they get lost and confused and we can run away.
I create a distraction by mooning them. I turn around and just show them my butt cheeks.
All right, roll for vibes. You can roll 2d6.
Okay.
I hope Scotty does the smoke screen right behind it.
I got 2 5s. I don't think they care how caked up I am.
Well, for vibes, you want to roll high, so that's
really
good success. So
they care a lot.
They're running at you, and you instinctively throw your ass at them, and they're like, gross, man. And then another one runs away. He's like, these guys aren't worth it, but only one runs away. There's still 3 left.
Was it the guy with the garbage bag?
Unfortunately, no. The garbage bag's still around.
Okay, just wanted to know.
I feel like we could get garbage bag on our side.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, he's an ally.
I ask our garbage bag where he's from.
He's running at you to hit you.
Yeah.
Where are you from? They're way past talking. I don't know if I properly explained it.
I'm going to wait till one gets close enough, and then I'm going to put a garbage bag over their head and try to push them over.
Fantastic. You can roll 2 dice for chili because you're using an item.
Oh, that's not my number. Well, that's okay. Ooh, okay, 2 and a 3. 3 is my number, so.
Yeah, that's a success, and you get chill vibes. So you successfully wrap a garbage bag around one's head, you push him over, and he's struggling to get out. You can also ask a further question about the situation.
Yeah. Does the head honcho look like he has any weaknesses?
Good question. Feels like he's the type of guy that's been at the ultimate game a long time, but maybe his cardio isn't the best.
I tried to kick him in the knee. You said he's been playing Ultimate for a while. Those knees aren't going to be good.
Very, very fair. Very fair. All right, you can roll for chili, and you can add a d6 because that is savage.
I need to stop rolling for the attack moves. I chose a 2. I got 2 1s. Hey,
Snake eyes.
Bria, absolutely. Laine is like looks him over and says, "His knees are bad," and then you immediately, without hesitation, grab him and smash his knee, and you can feel it crumple, and he just absolutely falls down into a heap, and it's like, "Ooh, not cool."
Knee turned to ash.
And the only person that's left is the garbage bag man, who looks a little drier than the other ones, and you could see he's starting to waver. What do you do?
I yell at him, "Hey, you, looking pretty dry. You want to keep it that way?"
Okay. Roll for vibes. Are you trying to be like intimidating, like threatening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we brought your garbage bag into this world. We can take you out of this world.
All right, you can roll 2 for that line.
All right, I rolled a 2 and a 4. 4 is my number.
4 is your number. So that's a mixed success. But he was kind of really already on the fence about this whole situation. He sees the rest of his people go down. You graciously gave him a garbage bag. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stay dry, thanks." And he turns and books it. And you're now successfully diffused the situation in some diplomatic ways, some not so diplomatic ways, but you are clear of the danger.
I think mooning was the most diplomatic way, for sure.
I agree.
I didn't know they were so interested in my butt cheeks.
That it would go over so well. Okay, so we can start trudging from field 5 to what we assume would be 68. Yeah.
63 to go.
Slogging through the sand.
You are you start making your way in a direction where you think your field is. That's down the beach, the wind now howling, the rain beating against your, I guess only one of you is wearing a garbage bag. I don't know if you all put them on.
I'm wearing a life vest.
Wearing a life vest. I mean, if the ocean comes in and sweeps you away, you'll be all right. But you seem to be a little far from the shoreline right now. You start making your journey toward Field 68, and you notice that the wind is picking up. You see some field signs flying in the distance, and you think maybe it's not going to be so easy to find our field. What do you do?
Do we look out into the distance and see the beer garden tent still up?
You know what? I'm going to roll. Let's see the integrity of the beer garden tent. That is a 4 on a D20, which we haven't been using D20s, but that is a bad roll and
beer
does not
garden's
bode
gone.
well. Does not bode well for the structural integrity of the beer garden tent. You don't see the beer garden tent, unfortunately.
Crap.
Do you remember how far we were from the water? Like, can we deduce, like, maybe narrow it down, like, because they had a few deep. Do we know how deep we were?
Like triangulate.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to look at the sun and then try to figure out where the sun is.
The sun?
No, I'm kidding.
Sorry.
Not see the sun.
It's raining.
This is going to be a chili roll for sure. You can roll for it.
Sure, that's my best.
If anyone wants to assist her in some way.
Anyone know anything about Directions?
Fist. Because I'm like, oh, I think I remember what buildings or whatever were on the side of the beach when, that were closest to us.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Take 2.
I'll take it. Ooh, 3 to 5. Not good.
What's your number?
I was 3.
You're 3? All right, so you have a mixed success. You think you're on the right track. Yeah, you seem to have a general direction of where you're going. You're not hopelessly lost, but you feel like you're going the right way, and you can ask a question about the situation if you like.
Yes. What question do I want to ask? Do we see? How much is left over at the beach? That's are there other things that are in the sand while we're walking along, or is it just kind of empty?
It's not empty. There's a lot of debris everywhere. You may left over things you might find useful.
Correct. Yes.
Everything that was left behind was things that would not be missed. I mean, who would leave anything at the beach that they would
Who would leave a case of beer that we're trying to find?
A cooler of beer.
Excuse me.
All right, I'm going to ask everyone to make a chili roll. Everyone roll 1 die, and we'll see.
Okay.
As a team.
Why don't you just roll 2 and that's me, that's you.
All right.
5. No way.
What are we? 5, 2, 5.
2 4s
6.
over
2 4s. So is that how many successes? Did you roll under or at your number?
We
I rolled
roll
under.
No success.
No success.
1 success.
All right.
We're gonna die.
I've been on this beach for hours.
Yeah, that's tough. You keep wandering around. You're meandering in different directions. You just can't. Whatever bearings you had, you've lost them. You can't with the field is gone. What do you want, Pockets?
Do I have my phone on me?
Sure.
All right. Can I call Andrew to come pick us up in the Tahoe?
Call Mistus.
Off the beach? Sure.
Do I roll?
Yeah. Roll.
Oh, can I assist?
I would say vibes, but for those who don't know, Andrew Mistos, this one's gonna be chilly.
Can I assist Pockets by holding the garbage bag over her phone? That way it doesn't get water damage.
Sure.
Can I roll 2 for that one then?
Roll 2.
Let's go.
Damn it. I rolled 2 4s. I feel like it should be a vibes.
He picks. He looks. He answers the phone and says, "What do you say to him?"
Andrew, remember how I drove you home in the Tahoe? I'm going to need you to pick me up in the Tahoe. Please. I will run from a cuddleboard if you do this.
There's a long pause. No.
No!
Pain.
Oh, brutal.
Oh.
Do we see any signs of a horse stable nearby? We could have Scotty go find the field. Horse stable.
I will allow you all to roll again. So let's get some more rolls all around.
I was gonna say, yeah, I want to make sure we're not going back. I'm checking where our feet are going, our tracks in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
2. It's lower.
2.
2.
I passed.
I rolled a 5, so I'm over
5.
now.
Success.
All right, we got 2 successes. I'm going to say that's enough because I can't have this be the whole
Pocket,
thing.
were you a success?
I was a mixed. Well, it depends on what I rolled my.
Well,
number.
you're
We were
rolling as a
successful.
team here.
As a
I was
team.
hoping. I was
The party
hoping
was
for.
successful.
Yeah, I was hoping for 3, but that's okay. We can just screw it.
Not let us die on the beach in LA.
Yeah, doesn't make
It only takes
an interesting narrative. You start sifting through the debris, and all of a sudden, you turn over an overturned shade tent. You flip it over, and underneath you see a sign: Field 68.
Woo!
And all of a sudden, you start looking around. You're looking around, and then about 30 feet off, you see it. The cooler. It's there.
This is it.
I
Grab it!
put on the bracelet and I reach out for the cooler.
You reach out for the cooler, and what do?
Pull it back.
I bring it to us. So we may drink before we head back.
You drag it over. You drag it over to you. You flip open the lid, and it's empty.
Oh.
That checks out. That checks
Are there
out.
any cans?
Devastating.
The cooler, heartbreakingly barren of any of the beer you had left in it.
I look around.
You
I
hear
look
behind
for-
you.
There's beer
You looking
behind
for
me.
this?
What?
Someone's up behind me. Is that what you said? Sorry.
You, as you're all grouped around the cooler, you all hear behind you. Are you looking for this? And you turn around. You see a dramatically cloaked figure, completely covered, hood above their head, covering their face. An arm reaches out, grabs, throws the coat, the cape off into the wind, and reveals a man in a cheetah print suit
No.
I knew he would be present.
holding the 230 racks that were in the cooler, and he stares you down and says, "You're gonna have to catch me," and runs off. What do?
I'm gonna try.
Who's the
and trip
fastest person here?
I was hit by a car earlier this session. Certainly not me.
Gotta trip with the guards back. He's a little further away. All right, make a chili roll.
Can we also have Sponge try to grab him? Sponge has got at least 30 feet of range.
That is
it.
true.
Yeah. I don't think I succeeded. I got a 4.
You got a 4. What's your number?
3.
Okay, yeah. He easily,
Oof.
deftly leaps over the garbage bag you throw at him, and he starts sprinting away. Sponge, what do?
Before he gets out of the range of my super hand, I reach out to see if I could grab him before he could get away.
Yeah, make a chili roll, and you can do it with 2 dice.
All right. 4-2.
What's your number?
3.
All right, so mixed success. You're able to kind of trip him up, so he kind of like has to stumble and like catch his balance a little, so he's not on a full sprint away from you, enabling you all to close the distance a little bit. But now he gets back up and he starts running again. What else do you do?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, as someone that shows vibes, I'm going to try and do a verbal thing. I'm going to be like, hey, leopard print is so 2021. Get a new costume.
Eviscerated him.
Okay, yeah, roll for vibes.
I feel like it doesn't, like negative vibes are what's going to work here.
We need bad vibes.
I got a 2, which is my number.
You got a 2, which is your number. All right. He seems a little hurt. You can also ask a question about the situation.
So we know he's fast. We know he's strong. Like, can he carry the 230 racks for a long distance?
He's currently carrying them.
I know, but can he run with them? I can carry 230 racks. Can't run with 230 racks.
He's already running with them.
Yeah, he's like live and pretty quick. Like he's very fast, but you can definitely tell because he's carrying them. It's like you have some opportunity to catch up to him. If he wasn't carrying these, he'd be a pretty tough catch.
Can we see how old does he look around our age or like much older?
He's not much older, but this is a seasoned veteran.
All right, that cancels out my plan.
He's wearing a leopard costume. Not just anyone wears a leopard costume.
I don't know, like, what I would have to roll for this, but can I try to, like, sprint and, like, tackle him? I think I'm pretty fast.
Sure.
I love it.
What do you do? So he's pretty fast. What do you do to help yourself catch up to him?
Take off the vest. Take off the vest.
Can I help distract him by asking for
I
his...
tap into my horse powers.
You gallop after him.
Turns into a horse.
Yeah, that.
Activate horse?
I'll activate horse.
Okay.
Scotty is a major horse girl.
Go horse mode.
for
I
background.
am going to need you to roll 3 dice and get 3 successes to summon a horse right now. What's your number?
5.
You get 3 sixes.
Number 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to need you to roll 3 5s or 6s to summon a horse.
Oh, buddy.
5. 5. No, 2.
Oh,
Get that horse.
oh man.
He's a
I'd be
centaur.
really off the rails. You focus in your mind's eye to open a portal to whatever dimension that might spring a horse forth from me, and you concentrate really hard, and a portal does open, and out pops a sheep.
We can use that. We can use a sheep.
I go into defense mode and I immediately strip off my garbage bag so the sheep doesn't get waterlogged, because that would be very sad.
Wool is naturally waterproof, but I appreciate where your heart is at. The sheep looks very content to have a garbage bag.
The more you know.
I yell, "Hey, look! There's a sheep here on the beach."
I'm
sorry to say,
Distract him.
I'm sorry to say, I'm not going to have you roll for that. He just keeps running.
And it's dressed like you. And I point to the garbage.
Oh, yeah. Can I call out that? Because I think I know who this person is.
Okay.
Can I call out, "You were so good on the aviators," and try to get his attention back towards us so he's not running away from us?
You can roll for vibes, and you can use 3 die.
Yes! I got a 6, a 1, and a 2.
Okay. So
That is
that
one
is
success.
one success. He stops, and it says, "Do I know you?"
Not yet.
He's on the aviators.
Yes.
Do you know Tim Predmore? I shout at him.
Roll for vibes.
Yeah, I'm going to answer basically, not yet, but you can.
I got a
Yeah.
5.
You roll a 5. Yeah, he looks back at you and he says, "Yeah, no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy."
I'm like, "Hey, he's our college buddy. Scotty, Sponge, and I know him really well. Would you want to we hung out with him earlier. We should all get together and hang out as a group, just the 5 of us."
Okay, you can roll for vibes. You can roll 3 die.
Ooh.
Using social network of ultimate.
I got a 3, a 4, and a 1. And my
Right.
number is a 2.
That is a
2 guys.
2 passes. He kind of softens his furrowed brow, looks back at you all, and says, "Oh yeah, Tim. I haven't seen him in a bit. You know where he's at? We hang out." And he stopped running at this point. He's kind of he's standing away from you, but he's not actively running
Not
away.
moving anymore. Okay.
Could I engage him in a shotgun bet?
How do you phrase it?
Wait, can I confer with the party? Do you think that's a good idea?
I would say involve Cobra
I think
in
give him
it.
a
Cobra
shot.
is
I was-
AKA Tim.
I was
I would-
thinking the same exact thing, though. So I think I
Shotgun for
support
beer.
you here, Sponge.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to, I think that's a great idea. I want to use this as a diversion so we could kind of also get behind and flank him.
like a little
In case you lose.
Wait,
backup
but you
maneuver.
I have an idea. I have an idea if we are trying to. So Sponge goes, "Yeah, we hung out with Tim/Cobra the other day. Let's send him a Snapchat of the 2 of us shotgunning."
Good.
So he
Nice.
distracts him, and then someone else does the maneuver.
We can flank him.
There's just no honor involved. We're just gonna steal the
But there could be if you win, it doesn't matter. If you win, it's honorable. If we don't, we figure it out.
beer. So it's a win-win. Okay.
Who's doing? Who's proposing?
I would like to pursue this win-win maneuver.
Okay.
Yeah, you shout out to him, "Hey, let's Snapchat
You can-
Cobra shotgunning."
You can roll for vibes, and you can roll 3 dice.
All right. Rolling for vibes. 5, 3, 1. I'm a 3.
All right, that's 2 success, and you get a chill vibe. You can ask a question about the situation.
What does the leopard man want with the beer?
Some people just come to LeiOut to like dunk on other people, make
Fair
them
enough.
look bad, and when the games got canceled, he had to do it in some other way.
I see.
But that is a complete success, and he kind of stares you down, gives you like an up and down, and goes, "Yeah, I'm into that," and walks over with the beer and starts pulling 2 beers out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go and sneak in, try to just be like, oh, we're just like surrounding them, like we would for like a normal shotgun battle. We must make a circle around them.
I get on all fours behind him, so if things go really south, someone can tabletop him, and then we all run.
I accept the beer from Mr. Leopard, and I pull out the key that I happen to have in my pocket strictly for shotgunning, and I prep my beer for shotgunning.
All right, this is a team effort here. I want everyone to roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Get us 4.
All right.
You want to roll high.
5 and a 6.
I have a 2 and a 6. He has a 1 and a 6.
I have a 5 and a 3.
I failed twice. No further questions this time.
All right, so the tabletop, you just like set up, and then he just like kind of walks away from where you were, so you're just kind of like stranded in like without Red behind him. But the rest of you set up like a pretty successful diversion. He notably walks up to you, Sponge. He sets down the beer, takes up the 2 cans, hands you one, starts prepping his can, and Lina or Pockets, what do you want to do here while he is tension is diverted?
Let's go, Sponge! Woo!
I kick him in the
Notably, he set down the beer. Is what.
Oh, I know. I can't do anything. I was hoping maybe.
No, I'll pick up a case. Lina, pick up a case.
Sure.
I'll pick up myself. I'm no longer on all fours.
I take out my phone to record them shotgunning, so that way he has something. I'm like, look at me! I want to film it.
Everyone, look over here.
Everybody smile! Say cheese!
I'll continue to go along with the diversion.
All right, yeah, you shotgun these beers. I want you to. You're gonna roll against him. Roll 2d6. Let's see what he gets. You want to roll high.
Ooh. We accidentally created 98 dice. 1 second. Nope.
That's a lot of dice.
All right. Go, no.
I figured it out.
Okay, cool.
6 and a 1.
Yeah, as fast as he is on speed, on foot, he is just as fast shotgunning. He rolled an 11. He absolutely crushes this can and spikes it right down your foot and be like, kids these days are getting soft. But
we're still holding the cases though, right?
You have the beer.
But Scotty, babe, Scotty.
I say finders, keepers, losers, weepers, and start walking in the other direction.
Oh yeah, I hit the vape so that way everyone can disappear into a cloud of smoke.
She hits it immediately after I say that.
Everyone can Batman away.
Oh, she hits it immediately after I say that sick burn.
No roll necessary. You successfully pick up the beer. You say your one-liner. He goes, "Hey, wait a minute." And like realize he's been had, and just as he looks up to you to kind of reach you, he's met with this dense cloud of fog and smoke.
Big cloud.
And you are able to successfully escape with your beer.
And we're gone. So can we go back to the road now and start walking back to the hotel?
Yes,
are we still super lost?
You know your way back. You follow your footsteps back. You wait for the light this time when you cross the street.
Let's go.
And you're able, a triumphant hero's return back to your teammates at the hotel, beer in hand. You have saved the night. Now you may drink and earn the night that you have earned by braving the elements.
Can I have one
I
last
ordered
action?
for everyone.
I take a cold beer and I chuck it at Andrew for not picking
Yeah.
it up.
That's your beer for the
That's
night.
your beer.
And that's
Yay!
Is
the
that it?
adventure.
Hey!
We didn't die, and we didn't get a horse either.
We did it.
Oh,
We
we're
got
so
sheep.
close.
We
No,
did
what happened to
a
the sheep?
Sheep's a big plus. Sheep's a big
We took
plus.
the sheep with us, right?
Yeah, let's say you
Oh,
got
yeah.
a sheep. He's
The
hanging.
sheep disappeared in the cloud of smoke too. We Batmaned away.
I think last time we played, I turned Miller Lite into Miller High Life as a spell, and I didn't get to do that this time.
Because we didn't have a beer. Cool. Well, we'll do our little outro. Thanks so much, Alex, for DMing. This was super fun. Thanks for putting this together for us. Laine, Sponge, and Matt, thank you as always for joining us and, being fans. We'll do a quick subs only, but we don't know what we're going to do yet. So definitely check us out over there. But for now, thanks for joining us. I've been Scotty Dempsey,
I've been Chelsea Pockets.
and we'll catch you on the flip.
They say I'm acting crazy, but I just wanna lie in the sun.